Hey there everyone, EGIdrA here once again with another game of Starcraft 2. This will be a Zerg vs Protoss on Xel'Naga Caverns from the Grandmasters League of the North American servers. Spawning first in the bottom left will be the one and only EGIdrA. He is famous for both a combination of supreme skill, he is one of the best players outside of Korea, and unfortunately also a certain lacking in manners. He is infamous for almost never GGing when he loses, and probably more often than IdrA GGs, he will curse his opponent out for some combination of what they did, how they played, or even which race they chose to play. The fact is, a lot of things don't sit well with IdrA, a lot of things make him angry, and he will let you know when something makes him angry, is the fact of the matter. He is, however, a very good player in StarCraft. He is ranked 3rd on the North American Grandmaster League with a whopping 413 wins along with only 110 losses, which equates to right around an 80% win rate, which is incredibly impressive. Just for some perspective, most players, even in the top of Grandmaster League and Master Play, are right around a 50% win rate, maybe 60, maybe 65. IdrA is all the way up there at 80%, meaning he wins 4 times more often than he loses. However, that one game in 5 that he does lose, there's a high chance you'll see some IdrA rage because he never is happy about losing, and he usually isn't happy about how that loss came to be. So we'll see if that happens today, see if IdrA rage shows its ugly head in this game. His opponent for this game will be the blue Protoss spawning here in the top right. His name is VTdesRow. He is also in the Grandmaster League of North America with, he is ranked 106th rather, with 240 wins and 223 losses, which is right around a 52% win rate for a Protoss player. Alright, with those introductions out of the way, this will be my first video in a while because I've actually been on the road this weekend visiting some friends, and I had a blast. It was an awesome weekend, but I'm super excited to be back, super excited to get back on that casting train, because not gonna lie, in the car ride home while I was driving, I was starting to Jones for some StarCraft, getting that, nerd chills running down my spine, super excited to plop down on my couch, open my computer, watch some StarCraft, and commentate some StarCraft. Hopefully you guys enjoy this as much as I do, because I do in fact love it. And if you guys enjoy this, please take a little bit of extra time and subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. I would love you forever. It would totally validate what I'm doing, and I would love it if that were to happen. So please do that if you do indeed like these videos. Also, this will be my first full screen video. I've been casting in window mode just because I'm kind of used to doing that. It's how I've always done things. But some viewers brought it to my attention that it looked weird, for lack of a better word, and it kind of just messed with their immersion, I think was one fan's words. So I've decided to make that switch. I am now casting in full screen mode from now on, because of course, it's all about these players playing at the highest level and us enjoying watching these games, and anything that takes away from that experience needs to go. So I've changed over to full screen mode, and I will continue to render these videos in HD, which of course does take forever, but it is worth it in the end because these videos look better when they finally get on YouTube. So I will continue to do that, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and let's get back to the game. Enough of my ranting. That was a lot of ranting, almost 4 in-game minutes. At any rate, we see the Protoss player having established this cyber core and gateway wall with the Zealot now popping to finish off the wall on. One drone did manage to sneak in, going to be running around the base, not seeing anything out of the ordinary, just some pylons scattered around with this wall I already mentioned, and the base fully saturated now, getting nicely started. So nothing crazy for our Protoss player here in the early game. We do see IdrA has chosen to expand. This hatchery is about halfway to completion, so a very macro-oriented build from our Zerg player, which of course IdrA is famous for doing. He's a fan of the late game, of that macro playstyle. He will not appreciate it if you decide to cheese him or do anything else that is focused around the early game, so he has gotten his wishes and is able to set up a macro build here in the early game. We have, oh, wait a second, we have 3 gateways going up from VTdesRow, so we will see a very aggressive 4-gate coming out of the Protoss player's base. That drone, it looks like, did get taken out by these sentries, so IdrA will be none the wiser of the 4-gate soon to be heading his way, and well, if IdrA doesn't get some scouting done, maybe sack an Overlord or something, if he doesn't see this, he's going to be in some trouble, because a 4-gate rush, when the defending player has not seen it, has not prepared for it, can spell disaster. And you hate to see any disaster befall IdrA, because it usually results in some IdrA rage. So we'll see what happens. Maybe he'll have some kind of sixth sense in the back of his mind, able to sense the 4-gate coming his way, but he has not seen it. He does not realize it's happening. That Zergling, so sad it couldn't get into the space, and it will get taken out as the Protoss player has moved down off of his ramp, setting up a pylon just on the low ground. So the Protoss player with his 4-gates just now finishing warping into warp gates, getting some units warped in. How prepared is IdrA for this? He has a lot of roaches on the way, has 6 on the way right now, so he has decided to not drone up too hard and is playing this a little bit cautiously. I still believe he has not seen these gateways. Let's just check that out. Nope, no idea these gateways are here, so IdrA kind of just somehow sensing that aggression is coming his way, able to get some units in the way of an army. He right now has 6 roaches and 3 zerglings. He's going to need more than that to hold off this 4-gate aggression from a Protoss player, which right now is just making it across the midpoint of the map. Protoss is coming at the Zerg's door very rapidly, going to be trying to set up a pylon. That won't work because it's on creep, so we'll have to move that a little bit. But see, Zerglings coming here, 2 dying right there, 3 dying right there. Roaches now getting into the battle, but Force Field's going to trap a couple of these roaches and prevent the rest of them from getting engaged in the battle. This one Zealot taking a lot of damage. He will die, not before doing a lot of damage though. These roaches getting taken out because of Force Fields. This roach over here getting taken out. These roaches being trapped and getting taken out. These Overlords deciding to run away because they saw all of their friends die. This one Overlord not very lucky. Oh, ironically enough, it's actually only the Force Field preventing the Protoss army from advancing into the Zerg player's natural. And with those gone now, the Protoss player is right in IdrA's face. You see he's trying to get a little bit of a surround. Not enough Zerglings, though, is the fact of the matter. These roaches, and in fact, one Queen trying to do everything they can, but it will not be enough, as DesRow is just steamrolling right through these palsy defenses on IdrA's part. These roaches running away, drones being pulled off the line. IdrA is in a world of hurt right now, losing almost everything to this aggression. And you see IdrA, oh, that rage, there it is, rolling on the floor laughing, and the next comments I will not read out loud. He is, suffice it to say, very angry about the outcome of this game, and it looks like he will rage quit. Classic IdrA. I think this game really came down to IdrA not knowing that a 4-gate was happening. Maybe he sensed some aggression might come his way, but not knowing the extent of that aggression, as 4 gates were established by DesRow as soon as that drone got killed, that scouting drone, so IdrA could not know what was coming his way. And DesRow playing that perfectly, getting that 4-gate up, getting this aggression, and just steamrolling straight through the defenses IdrA had. You saw units try to do the best they could, but it just wasn't enough in the end. Looking at the units lost tab, yeah, IdrA lost 3 times as many resources as his Protoss counterpart. So what that came down to was IdrA did not prepare for the attack that came his way. DesRow played it almost perfectly and handed IdrA the rare loss. So well done, VTdesRow. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will render this and I will continue to cast because you know what? This day is going to be dedicated to casting because I haven't done it in a while and I'm really excited to get back on the StarCraft casting train. So more games coming and I hope you guys enjoy this and I will see you guys next time.